list. Surely credit card companies weren't supposed to solicit 11-year-olds. "Would you like a snack?" she asked herself, forcing the cheer back into her voice, and opened the fridge to see the options. She deliberately did not glance at the freezer. Before Lily's twin, Anders, got sick, the last day of school, which he called the first afternoon of summer, meant popsicles. Lily always had strawberry, and Anders chose orange or lime, and they ate them outside, sitting on the cover of the old well, even if it was chilly or raining. Anders, who loved traditions almost as much as he loved plans, never forgot to put popsicles on the shopping list and never let Lily open the box before the first afternoon of summer began. If Anders hadn't gotten sick, they'd be eating popsicles in the sunshine right now. Anders would taste his slowly, while Lily went in for the chomp. They'd argue out plans for the weeks ahead, and Anders would laugh and call Lily Big Beaver when she gnawed the wooden popsicle stick until it splintered. If Anders hadn't gotten sick, there would be picnics on the dock, and baseball on the radio, and bug bites and sunburns and badminton and movie nights. A whole perfect summer would stretch before them. But Anders had gotten sick. He'd gotten sick, and he had died, and everything was different. Lily still had big plans for the summer, but she'd be hatching her schemes close to home and keeping them top secret. Lily spotted a promising-looking baking dish in the middle of the fridge and peeked beneath its tinfoil. Sure enough, Connie Hensler, who lived up the road a piece, had dropped off another lasagna. Lily pulled it out and helped herself, eating directly from the pan. She said, because it was good, and because ever since Anders got sick, she'd made a point of having a healthy appetite, one fit for a healthy, growing girl. At first, she'd done it so Anders and Mom wouldn't worry about her being sick too, but even once it was clear she couldn't feed Anders by eating enough for them both, and that Mom had stopped noticing what, when, or whether Lily ate at all, it still felt important to prove she was okay. She lifted a third, fourth, fifth cheesy forkful to her mouth and gazed out the window as she chewed. Outside, several cars drove by, probably faster than they should. One honked at a short-haired teenager going the opposite way on her bike. Quinn, the girl's name was. Lily recognized her, as she did most kids within a few years of her own age. This was a small, rural community, the kind of place where everyone knew everything about everyone else, or thought they did. And with kindergartners through 7th graders all at one school, and grades 8 through 12 at the other, you encountered most people, eventually. Quinn hadn't been at Lily's school this year, though. She just finished her first year of high school. Lily wondered a million things about what that was like. Quinn's t-shirt billowed behind her, and she glanced at Lily's house as she pedaled past. Something familiar, but new, lurched in Lily's gut. Fear. She swallowed hard. If she could move at impossible speeds, in a zippy blur like Sonic the Hedgehog, she would scribble a sign that said, "You should wear a helmet," and press it to the window to warn Quinn of the terrible things that could happen. But of course she couldn't do that, not before the teenager flew out of sight. Sure enough, seconds later, Quinn crested the hill and was gone. Lily pictured her coasting toward the pond with the wind in her hair, soaring down the long hill for that glorious moment before she'd have to pedal her butt off to get up the next one. Lily and Anders weren't allowed to bike on these hills, even with helmets on. People drove too fast and the road was too narrow, Mom said. Instead, they rode up and down the dirt driveway, or when they tired of that, through the bumpy grassy field. Lily imagined Quinn getting wherever she was going safely, and assured herself it would be okay. When she'd shoveled down all the lasagna she could fit, she put the rest in the fridge and went to hunt for her sweatshirt. It was warm out now in the afternoon sun, but evenings in Maine cooled off fast, and Lily knew she'd want to stay outside as long as possible. She rescued the sweatshirt from where it had dropped behind the couch, and froze. The door